Democratic Party is absolutely losing its mind. You look at the policies Maxine Waters and others are advocating of resistance, not serving Trump administration officials in restaurants, catcalling at them as they walk by on the street, blacklisting donors to Trump, trying to force TV shows off the air that don't toe the left-wing party line. This stuff is outrageous, and it's symptomatic of the left-wing takeover of the Democratic Party. On another level, Joe Crowley, a longtime Democratic congressman, one of the anchors of the establishment of the Democratic Party in the House, was defeated by a left-wing primary brought by a very young millennial who campaigned on an overtly left platform of the Bernie Sanders campaign. And all over the country, we're seeing primary victories by the left over more centrist Democratic candidates. I predicted this about a year ago, right after Trump's election, because historically, whenever a liberal is defeated by a conservative for a major position, the head of a country, the left-wing party then goes nuts and nominates unelectable people for 10 years before it recovers its sanity and starts naming mainstream candidates. In the United States, for example, when Ronald Reagan defeated Jimmy Carter, the next two presidential elections, the nominees for the Democrats were Walter Mondale and Mike Dukakis, unelectable, way over leftists who carried only a handful of states. And it wasn't until '92, 12 years later, that they got their sanity back and the Democrats nominated Bill Clinton. In the Labour Party in Britain, it was the same story. When Thatcher, the conservative, defeated Callaghan, the Labour Prime Minister, the Labour Party went nuts and renominated Callaghan and then nominated Michael Foot and then Neil Kinnock, way over leftists. The media began to call them the loony Labour left. And they couldn't win any election until Tony Blair toppled them and restored sanity to the party and got elected. The same phenomenon is going on now in the Democratic Party before our eyes. And even if Trump were not doing a good job, and he is doing a good job, it would make the Democratic Party unelectable in 2020 and probably many of their candidates unelectable in 2018. The reason this happens is that as the conservative, be it Reagan or Thatcher or Trump, governs successfully, more and more independents move out of the Democratic Party and into the governing party because they see that these conservative programs work. And as a result, the only people left in the Democratic primary to nominate their candidates are the true believers, members of minority groups that are there for identity politics or way over leftists who have always been in the Democratic Party but never able to control a majority of it in its primaries. Now they can, and we're seeing the results. Thanks for watching.